Alright, part 3 everyone. In part 3 we will have to beat the Grinning Catacombs, so let's do that. That's pretty cool, right? You have to cross this little void bridge. Let's travel to the shores, but I'm gonna bamboozle you a little bit. With a little fall down the drain. And instead of the shores, we are waking up in the Grinning Catacombs. Alright, so the Grinning Catacombs. Oh, it's rather loud, give me a sec. Do that. So the Grinning Catacombs are quite the mazy area. There is a lot going on. There's even a boss fight at the end. Here's also Stormcall and the Claymore. So the Claymore... it's actually not that great. I'm probably still gonna take it over the Berserk pole arm. Also gonna take the tier. Oh wait, what? Oh wait, I'm not the Templar. I'm stupid. I forgot we are playing the Ranger. So for the Ranger we actually have a shield here. Which is decent, all things considered, but I'm not gonna take it over the Forbidden Pages. So here let's use some tiers. Okay, we've got bread and we've got apples. Apples is really good, but bread is literally useless to us as we are playing in retro mode. Oh wait, so anyways I need to take back the pole arm. Alright. Let's stash the materials. I'm gonna keep all of these pieces of armor. And I think I'm gonna sell the pole arm because the broadsword is actually kinda better, I feel like. Let's sell this, can sell that for 60, sure, why not? And let's continue ahead. So yeah, Grinning Catacombs, or G-Combs for short. It's a pretty mazy area, so I'm gonna like walk you through of how to clear this area pretty much 100%, including all the Ranger secrets. So let's get to it. We can use the bow here. Well, I mean on these guys we can just kind of slice them over. Watch out for these little flying swords, those are pretty deadly. But what's even deadlier is gonna come very soon. Also the hitbox for these blades is roughly in the middle, so just aim for the middle. If you can't really hit them. Because they are actually just an invisible skeleton wearing swords, so... if you have trouble hitting them, it's because you're not aiming at the skeleton hitbox. Alright, so I guess we can just go over here first. And yeah, here you really have to watch out for the walking armor. This guy. Not the blue guy. The blue guy is kinda okay, but the silver guys... ooh, I actually thought I can get through that, but no. Okay, so we have to do it a different way. But watch out for the silver armor, because the silver walking armor is pretty dangerous. They do a high amount of damage. As you saw there, I kinda got one shot. Yeah, this guy. Let's get rid of him. I think his pole arm is really good. I can hit him. 21 damage a pop, that's pretty good. And I just accidentally jumped. Oh no. Oh no. Let me out! Shit. I really should have brought a torch. I really should have brought a torch. Because this is getting me into some tight situations. That's already 2 deaths in part 3, that's not good. I'm making a good image. Alright, is that all? Okay, looks like that's all of them. Let's not miss this door over here. Here we have the Crimson Sight, which is actually a pretty good weapon. Because it has really amazing attack speed. What about the chest? It's 4 armor for damage, it's 4 armor 2 health. It's okay as a replacement. But this sight is incredibly quick, see? See how quick that is? You can just kind of pick people with it. It's a rich item, more leggings. Also go over here, check this out. Oh, more of these armors. Okay, see how much DPS this has? It's pretty crazy. Bludgeon, helmet, lantern, boots. Okay, let's kinda screw all of these guys. Alright. Now they check these. Okay, so you can two-shot the raider, but you also have like a really good attack speed. Three-shot the armor. Yeah, as you can see, this area is pretty complicated. Are you following so far? I hope so. Oh, we have more fish here. It's busted. Let's not let him get too close. Oh, we can one-shot the warrior spirits. It's very good. Yeah, like this site is ridiculous. I think it will carry me for a while. It has very low durability though, so I will kinda use it to clear all of these mobs. And then return back to the broadsword. Because I think I left the polearm in there. Anyways, let's cut back a little bit. So we can spawn the rest of the enemies. I think the spawner is around here. Yep. Clear them out. So we will not miss anything. Well, that was pretty clean. As you can see with this side, you can two-shot the warden. The only problem is that you're not gonna enjoy it for too long. It's about to break. One more hit. Alright. Let's cut back here. Stash the crafting materials. And I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna sell this site. Because it's, what? Well, you cannot sell it, or you cannot sell golden hose. It's unlucky. Should patch that in. I almost felt way too smart there. Let's go back through here. Oh, I'm even faster with the broadsword, right? Yeah. It's pretty good. And kinda glaze through here. And let's go here first, because here is a little secret behind this whole coffin area. If you go through here, you can see some faint light in here, and here is the Crown of Zealotry. Which is actually a pretty decent helmet, all things considered. Let's regen. You can snipe some of them. These are all buffed by the captain, that's not great. Okay. Slowly clear them up. Yeah, this bow is really weak compared to the melee weapons. Oh, my broadsword is actually not that great either. Or maybe these guys still have the resistance it didn't wear off. We can just cheese them anyway. Okay, let's heal up. Also, G Catacombs has a really low frame rate. I generally don't know why. There's something weird going on. And I'm getting slashed apart here. Yeah, the broadsword is actually kinda weak. Yeah, I lost the strength of fight because of the helmet. That was probably not an amazing thing to do. Oh, but we can immediately regain it here, so let's get this. Can probably take the leggings, those are not bad. Get rid of these. Get rid of the chest plate. It's like a decent helmet. But it's not more decent than the Raider one. Another helmet that we don't really need. No secrets there. Yeah, so now we just cut back to the main like corridor. And we go through here. Hey, you could see the skeleton there for like 1 second. When they spawned in. Alright. Here's the buckler, which has a riposte, which is a pretty cool skill. Not gonna take it, but it's a cool skill. So make sure to not miss that in case you wanna use something like that. Well, let's continue forward. I really recommend having a torch for this area, it's gonna be much smoother. Okay, I guess we go here first. Let's kinda lure them in. Because if I trap all of them in here, it's gonna be considerably easier. Slowly weed them out. There's even a slaver, that's not good. Try to kill the armor before they really reach me. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Oh, and that's a really bad disarm there. Yeah, I'm really lacking on DPS. It's kind of the main issue right now. Alright, let's take all of these. Let's try to kill these guys before they reach us. There's a lot of them. Alright. Oh, we got a gem. There's a lot and a lot and a lot of them. Holy hell. And there's even more. And there's more. The hordes are relentless. And I have no damage. Okay, I might need a grapple here. Okay, but I can kite these, These are not that tanky. The grapple really doing the heavy lifting here. Yeah, G Catacombs is pretty hard, not gonna lie. Right, we can snipe some of these. These cage dead guys are pretty weak, so we can just kinda weed them out. It's these walking armors that are the problem. Let's try to at least deal some damage before they even get to me. Alright. Well, I mean, I can be here all day, doesn't matter. I really need something better, holy hell. There's a lot of them, I kinda need to weed out the snipers there as well. Okay, I can one-shot them good. I think those were still the same skeletons as they were in the tutorial area, so they should be pretty weak. Okay, but... oh shit. Nice. And also a mini-boss here. Here we killed the jailer. Alright. Let's not forget about this room, there is some potions here. Regen. It's a beheader. That is kinda interesting. It's pretty high damage. But very, very low attack speed. Holy Mantle. It's okay, but nothing too interesting. Oh, there's another barrel. Should we get that? And here we kinda do the same thing. We just snipe this guy to death. Okay, even more DPS from the magma cubes. The magma blocks, maybe. Alright, great. Got 2000 gold there. Also, watch out for the magma blocks, because those are not regular magma blocks. If you step on them, you also get instant damage, so it deals a lot more damage than just like little bits of one damage takes. If you can see if I step on them, yeah, I'm getting like considerably more damage, so you actually have to jump through them. Anyways, here we get the barbarian chestplate, but if I equip that, I lose the strength. So I kinda don't wanna do that right now. But it's a pretty good chest, so I'm gonna stash this back. Gonna heal up through the essences here. So get the gem. Here we get the baptized claymore, which is a much better version than the regular claymore. We have some armor pieces. Here we actually have a torch. And it's not a bad torch, it's like a very aggressive torch. But here, if you are a ranger, you can actually do this little parkour secret here. Also, let's loot these. These have some nice loot. Alright. Here you can climb on this kinda hard to spot chain, so just climb on top of that. Go here. Can also get this chest here, which has the venomous broadsword, which is not that much better than the normal broadsword I have here, because it kinda has very, very weak sharpness. But it does have smite too, which this one does not have. Okay, I'll think I'll do the switch. Okay, this is a bit annoying without a torch, but whatever. Also, we can loot all of these chests over here, which is rather funny. So let's just check them real quick. Most of the coffins are gonna be empty, but you never know. And here you can just do these few jumps and then jump into here, which can be a bit tricky, and I didn't do it, but it's definitely possible. Oh, and here's also this chest, let's not forget that. Here we have the bullseye, which is a better version, so let's take that. Some special swiftness arrows for fun. Okay, I think there are several ways to do this. Yeah, the best way to do this jump is by kind of just sprinting forwards, jumping at the last moment and intentionally bumping your head on top of the ceiling so you can fall here very easily. And here we can enter this little cell that we can unlock and take the Hunter's Equilibrium here, which is a rather funny item. It has like +2 to everything. Here we are a bit cooked though. Let's just take this slow. Okay, take this nice and slow. Take the... what is this? Where is it? Regen. Like so. Get rid of the slaver. Ooh, we are not gonna get rid of the slaver. We are gonna get cooked! Alright, I lost the regen, so let's drop it again. Okay, we have to go all the way back. It was unfortunate I didn't manage to unlock the shortcut in time. But at least you can see the quickest way to get there, which is pretty much this. Through here. And here. And now instead of going into the cell, we just go through here. And for some reason I did not regen. Yeah, I think my HP bugged. I have more HP than it looks like. I think if I get hit now... yeah, it will appear. It's just a bug. Ooh. They did it out. The slaver actually completely melted me before. Okay, so this is like tier 1 enchants and +2 to almost everything. I think I'm gonna take it over the Zealous Crown because I think it's better. Let's kill the grave robber with these. And I think this other cell also features a chest, so we can go through here. And there's another slaver in there. But this one doesn't have anything, it's bait. Wait, do I have invisibility? No, I don't. Some of the monsters take a really long time to react to me. Which is, by the way, what invisibility is normally for. If you'd wonder why I give invisibility on some items, it's because it reduces the detection radius of mobs. Alright, here we can use the saber. Yet again, it has durability, so it's not gonna last forever. But we can have some fun with it. Especially on these little groups of mobs. Because this saber is pretty nice. Just gonna have to keep in mind that the durability is rather low, it's a golden sword. Okay, but see, you can kill the slaver in 4 hits. I'm burning again. Kinda hate to waste it on these trash mobs though. Or arrows, that's good, I take that. And not this guy. It should be a mage item, I think it's boots. Okay, I went a little bit too aggressive there. Yeah, it's the arcane boots. These are pretty crucial for the early game because they grant you arcane. And oops, they did not mean to do that. And arcane basically does it that the mana flask you're using as a witch is activated automatically, which I think is a nice quality of life. Watch out for the trap here. And here we have the whole heavy golden armor, which is not that great in my opinion. I don't really use it, but it's there. And now we finally opened a checkpoint. Okay, so everything we've done so far was actually optional. You did not have to do any of that. So that's pretty impressive, right? Here we can sell some stuff. It's 400 gold. Gonna keep the rest. The leggings and boots are about to break. But I'm gonna wait. Also, I can probably use the last here. It's another bread that I absolutely do not need. Alright, unlucky. So now, let's actually go the right way. So, if you wanna quickly progress this area, you can just go through here. Ideally have a torch for this part. And just kind of follow diagonally from where you came from. But you do have to cut through this main hall here. Remember these cobwebs with the painting. That's the point of interest. Here we cut through here. Okay, there's more of these armors. Also a new little mob here with the candle. Okay, the sword is about to break. Get the broadsword back. Alright, they kinda got cooked by the traps. Okay, let's not eat too much damage here. And they're dying slowly. Getting unlucky with those life essences. Okay, we are doing upwards of 16 damage. The sword does 18 though. Here's the butcher. A butcher? Oh, okay, it's the re-healing. I'm getting a bit unlucky with those essences. Okay, finally. We're getting the drops back. Here is the Grim Reaper site, which is absolutely ridiculous, so I'm gonna take that. And just trade the game with it for a while. I mean, it doesn't have that high damage, but it like cuts really fast, so you can just kind of spam attacks with it. Like, look at this thing, it's ridiculous. Okay, but there's a lot of mobs in there, so let's get rid of some of them. I think I can kind of just glaze this a little bit. Yeah, like a lot of wardens, a lot of skeletons in this area. A lot of dead men. So let's make the skeletons even more dead. Alright, I think there was a warden, yeah. Oops, there's more. Get rid of them. Ooh, I really did not want to get hit there, but whatever. Can take this. Do I have regen? I do have regen. Let's get that in there. Here you need the key to open this. It doesn't matter which gate you choose, they both use the same key. Here is also a little neat lava cauldron. For more of these armors, watch out. More bread, arrows. Just low-key, slowly chip him down. It's gonna be another ambush. Yeah, I could really use another player in this area, there's a lot of mobs. This area is a bit tough as ranger solo. There's a lot of mobs, and as ranger at this point you don't have that much clear. So we do have to be mindful. Alright, that's another one. Just kinda Counter-Strike in here. Alright. Potions. I'll actually take the 3 seeds because those are kinda rare-ish. But this is the big chest. Here is the arcane power, which you definitely wanna watch out for. And this is actually not too bad. It's plus 4 armor, plus 4 health. Oh, he's a slaver. Ooh, and he got me good. Heal that back up. But I don't think I'm gonna necessarily take it over the forbidden pages still. That candle over there is more of a Templar item. Okay, another armor. Sorry about that. Here is the Cursed Cultist robes, which are not bad. They do have Unbreaking, but this still gives me strength, so I kinda wanna keep that. Let's clear this room here, it's pretty simple. Just 3 enemies. Alright, and here is a secret lever over here in the bookshelves, and that activates this chest right here, which has some pretty rare materials, and the Crimson Cleaver, which is a bit of a weird item, but it's pretty high damage, it's just slow. So that's one secret. Here's an important room, another ambush, but this has the key that we need. when I'm dying, which I kinda am not a fan of. That's what they follow us, they do. I need to split them a little bit. Because these are pretty dangerous and I don't have that much range. Ooh, there's a lot of them. They are very slow, we can do this. Hey, the side has fire split. It does have fire split, I did not even notice. Okay, one more guy. Just a weak arcanist. Alright. And here is the key. Oops. But before we actually go open the door, let's open the shortcut here. Not forget about that. Here is the head of Cthulhu, if you want it. One more little side room here. And the gem drop, nice. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna buy a weapon. So we can get some more DPS. Because I have a lot of money. Here is the water ring, which basically does the same thing as those boots, but it's in a ring, so it's a bit better. And here is also more witch items. More gold, more mats. Also some potions. I'm gonna take one. It's gonna be enough. No secrets behind the painting, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a weapon. I think I did unlock page 2 of the shop, did I? I hope so. I hope I did. Otherwise I would also have to craft the book. Which, I mean, I can do, but there will be a lot of materials. Do I have page 2? Okay, I do. So we can just buy something. You can buy the automat. You can also buy the lens. You do get ballista and repeater crossbow for free soon. So kinda don't want that. Okay, so the automat actually uses arrows. I think for fun we can try the lens. Why not? The lens is fun. They're pretty fast with it. It has 10% speed. It does lose some attack speed, but it has ridiculous attack damage, as you can see. I should be able to one-shot most things now. Oh. And also we can throw it like this. And you will gain a huge burst of speed. So as you can see, it has like a mystic throw skill with it. And I think I do have enough to also make a book. Let's just take all the mats I need. Take this. Oh, actually also the gems. And also this, I did not sell this, huh? So let's sell the gems. How much do I need for a book? I think it's like... It's 50k, it's a lot. Sell this. It's 10k. I don't have the teeth ring yet, so it's a bit unlucky. But it should be enough? Or maybe not. Oh, it is, it's gonna be enough, alright. Stash that back, and let's do the handyman, craft, boom, bam, bing. So what do we get? I think we just get frenzy. Yep. Let's get even more damage for our skills and be a bit faster. At least I still don't need the arrows yet. Though I could have bought an arrow skill as well, but I'm gonna get a bow spell in the shores, so whatever. I'm gonna just use the lens for now. I think I should be able to decimate the boss with it. And we've got more bread. Unlucky. Unlucky. I hate you, well. I hate you. Okay, let's unlock the doors in the cauldron. The cauldron room. These are super fast right now. One quirk with the spear that you have to know if you're using it is that you should keep your hand in the same slot as when you throw it. Like this. Because if I would be switching, then the spear will still return to the same slot. And sometimes it might not. So do keep that in mind. We can probably, yeah, just go through all of these. Damn. This is gonna be satisfying. I'm just gonna decimate all of them with the spear now. Or the lance. The javelin. Yeah, see? This was one of the problems I was talking about. It's the only thing that makes the javelin a little bit clunky. That you do have to mind your hand. But even the normal melee damage should be ridiculous. Let's try it. Yeah, I can almost one-tap the jailer. Almost. Yeah, but I do have kinda shit range. I'm kinda dying here. Let's heal up. Snipe all of these. Snipe this. Alright. Yeah, I kinda wish I could improve the javelin. I mean, I do know of some ways to maybe improve it. But for now it is as it is. Okay, we are now in the catacomb depths, which is like the boss area, so I can kinda just fly through this now because of the lens. But let's not forget the loot. Also, here are two side rooms. One has a Templar secret, which is right there. And the other has a Ranger secret, which I'm gonna need the bow for. So use an ender chest, real quick. Here is a little target block. And that opens this little pathway here, which has the Assassin's Mark. Which I'm not gonna use. Because it doesn't have infinite arrows. And I really do not want to lose my arrows. Just quickly check everything, get some fish, get some gold. And here we can kinda clear side to side. Here are yet another two optional rooms on the sides. Oh, that's unlucky. I absolutely have no idea what happened there. Okay. Maybe I know what happened there. That was a pretty crazy bug though. Oh, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I think I know what caused that. Let's pretend you did not see nothing. Here we have some armor pieces, which is actually useful. I think I'm gonna take the invisibility. Oh, this has -2 to the speed. Okay, no. But we will need new boots soon. Here's the second side room. Which is actually clear, and this does have the guillotine, which is another funny, slow, high damage weapon. Here's a totem of undying, in case you were hunting for that. So far, the slaver is a huge reason of my deaths. Because he's pretty dangerous. Okay. It's fine, you can hit him all you want. The turrets kinda did most of the work there. Yeah, like this whole area is kind of symmetrical, but not really. It always splits into two rooms, but those rooms are a bit different. It's nice that I can just kind of snipe these guys at range. Yeah, like one good buy from the shop and we are cruising. Cruising. So let's be honest, my damage was terrible. So we can use this little snipe technique to speed around everything. And there was 2 gems in a row, that's crazy. Okay, that's cleared. It's pretty dark in here. I hope you can see that on YouTube. Okay, I do need to get through this. Okay, trap the spider, good. Ooh. Get wrecked. also use the regen. Alright. Yeah, like the Mystic Lens is super fun. It's a bit changed, it's a bit clunky. Because it's super fun in my opinion. I like this weapon. Okay, let's snipe some more. Okay, let's be a bit careful here. Yeah, torch would really be handy. It really would. Can slowly edge all of them. Oh, he's gonna be satisfying. Somehow I missed the first guy. I'm tanking quite heavily here. The regen potion is really carrying me right now. Here's a slave. Get rid of him. Here's the Warden Claimer and Iron Mace. Don't worry about those. They are not gonna beat Mystic Lens. Here we have an armor set that actually has speed on the boots, so I'm gonna take that. Thank you, sir. What about these? This helmet is pretty decent. +2 armor. This has +2 armor as well. I don't think I need it. Let's continue ahead. There's gonna be more turrets. I can hit them. Kinda do this, I guess. It's a little secret chest here with the first Mask of the Emperor, which is a little bit of a collectible that we will need later on. So make sure watch out for those. Also, here is a little ranger only secret. Another little hard to spot chain. Just kinda climb that, get over here. And here we have another crossbow, which I will never use. It's the Needla. Maybe I can even jump this actually. Do I try? Maybe I do. Wait, I'll throw the spear, catch it. Oh, I completely messed it up. Unlucky. But I think I can just kinda jump that. With enough speed from the lens. Yeah, I definitely can. Just messed it up. But yeah, I guess there are several ways to get to that secret. Let's make our way back. Fortunately, it's a lot easier with no monsters around. But yeah, this area is super mazy. I would not blame you if you get lost in here. Alright, here's another little challenge chest. Which has the second mask. You can get a couple of masks in this area. Also watch out for the little trap here that will activate more turrets. Here is the third mask. Here we can clear this area. Okay, let's try to lure them to one place and slowly snipe all of them. Okay. And on top all of these are the trash mobs. Missed. You really have to control your speed as ranger with these kind of things. Be very mindful in those dangerous areas like the one behind me, where you can fall into your death. Because you can get pretty speedy for sure. Some okay armor pieces, but don't need them right now. Okay, you will have a few problems. Another slaver, that's not good. A lot of spiders. But it actually was quite bad. That poison damage though. There's another spider somewhere there. Get that out. And here we are in the main hall. You could have skipped all of that if you wanted to, because you can just go through the hall in here. Take the treasure chest which has a book of skill. That I'm gonna put into probably bartering. Let's upgrade the shop to the maximum so we don't have to worry about it. Alright. And here we can jump to the boss room. Let's stash our loot. Like so. The masks as well, because you have to go here. But it's gonna say that it's sealed. So you need to jump into the hole here first. So let's do just that. And here we have the final boss of this area. Alright. Here's a little, well, a quite big, ominous totem altar of things. It's the demonic altar. Let's actually get the Gepler for this, why not? Oops. Yeah, my mouse wheel is a bit broken. Yeah, I should be able to kinda clear these out pretty quickly with the lines. Just need to line them up correctly. It's not going too well so far. But this is gonna be satisfying though. Ha! We had the first Necromancer. Necromancers are pretty sneaky because they can just kinda endlessly spawn these illusion mobs. You can see those faint blue particles around them, see this? That means they are an illusion mob, so they are immune to spells. So my Mystic Lens can kill them on melee, but not if I throw it. So anytime you see a mob that has these blue particles, it's an illusion. They also have a blue boss bar. Yeah, you can see Necromancer's illusion, it has a blue boss bar. So you can tell it's a mob you cannot really kill with spells. Also, it's basically unaffected by anything that states that it debuffs a monster. If it says a monster, it cannot harm illusions or affect them in any way. The only way to kill illusions is by melee. So make sure, even as a witch or a ranger, you have some kind of melee option available. Or you have a buffed up fist. That will also work. Okay, here we have the actual boss, the Grave Lord. Also, do keep in mind that illusions do not count toward kills or toward shrine completions, etc. So if there is a Necromancer in any shrine and he spawns minions, but you kill the Necromancer himself, the shrine will still count as complete. That's not a bug, that's just how the system here works. Okay, we should be able to screw him over. Just kill the fresh mobs. I mean, if I really wanted, I could probably just kind of snipe him from afar. This boss is pretty easy. Yep, there he is. The little dangerous part about this boss is you have to control the crowds, and you also have to watch out for the little wither explosion he does periodically. There is a little wither explosion that actually does decent damage, so watch out for those two attacks and it should be GG easy. Okay, now we can officially enter the shores. So I'm gonna actually stop here, because before we enter the shores, that's gonna be the next part. And that's gonna be part 4, that we will have to beat the shores. So here we've beaten Grinning Catacombs, a pretty difficult area I would say for the average player. So let's get to the shores.